Alright, I'm back for the next one. This is the last area where I'm at. This is where some of the main things are. We'll do the two there. Archives Gallery, Artist Gallery, the Road Gallery, the Artist Gallery, and the Loves of Peter Parker. So we're gonna start with the Loves of Peter Parker. This just shows a few of the loves that Peter Parker had. So first we have Betty Brant. Alright, Betty Brant was the secretary of J. Jonah Jameson, the publisher of the Daily Bugle. Peter found himself drawn to the plucky brunette who was never ruffled by her volatile boss. Their relationship was doomed, however, since Miss Brant hated Spider-Man, whom she accused of causing her brother's death. After that, well, actually no, we can do it the regular way, showing it like this. After that is Gwen Stacy. The beautiful blonde Gwen Stacy was Peter Parker's first true love. Peter was certain they would spend the rest of their lives together, but being caught in the web of Parker's secret identity would lead their relationship to a tragic end. Eventually, poor Gwen was kidnapped by the Green Goblin and thrown off of the top of the George Washington Bridge, and then it shows him calling out Gwen when he shoots a web. Our hero managed to catch her by shooting the web line, but when he finally pulled her to safety, she was already dead. This left poor Peter to wonder whether the Green Goblin killed her or if it was his own web that caused her death. Goodbye, dear Gwen. The Black Cat. Felicia Hardy was the daughter of a famous cat burglar. When her father was in prison, she decided to follow in his footsteps and became the Black Cat. She had no real superpowers, but by relying on tricks and sleight of hand, she was able to convince our web-slinging hero that she could cause bad luck. And then it shows her say meow up there. She and Spider-Man crossed paths so often that she eventually found herself falling in love. She gave out the pursuit of crime to pursue Spidey, and they fought the bad guys together for a short time. Hardy's desire for true superpowers eventually led her to dark dealings with a stranger. The stranger, who turned out to be the Kingpin, granted her wish. But the shady circumstances and Hardy's notable lack of interest in Spidey's true identity, Peter Parker, prompted Spider-Man to end their relationship. And then it shows bye bye Black Cat. And then it says, I love you and I love you, Spider-Man. And finally, Mary Jane Watson. That picture kind of weirded me out a bit too at first. The flower covering her face. Mary Jane Watson was the niece of Aunt May's friend Anna. The two ladies tried to introduce Peter to Mary Jane with no luck for quite a while. Spidey's readers had no idea what MJ looked like, because her face was always cleverly obscured. When they finally met, Peter was stunned by MJ's dazzling looks, but at that time, he only had eyes for Gwen Stacy. And then it shows her saying, "Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot." Peter and Mary Jane became good friends, and didn't start dating until long after Gwen's tragic death. After dating for a while, Peter asked Mary Jane to marry him twice. She said no twice. Then it says, Mary Jane, will you marry me? And then she's gulping. But finally, the third time, yes, Peter, I will marry you. In 1987, Mary Jane became Peter Parker's wife, in the comic book wedding of the decade. Too late, ladies, or is it? Their relationship was often rocky. Mary Jane was plagued with family problems, and Spider-Man was constantly defending her from his enemies. Add to the equation Spidey's constant night prowling, and that equals one unhappy marriage. They soon separated, leaving our hero sad but swinging single once again. And I believe that's it. So yep, that was The Loves of Peter Parker. So that's it, and I'll have the next video ready. A little bit of that music playing.